Miller's really gotten off to a good start, both primarily running but also passing. You're a linebacker. You're going to probably have your eyes on him. Talk about the challenge of just containing a guy like that individually for yourself, if it's you or just the defense.
Anytime you have a dynamic quarterback like that, you have to be disciplined. You can't lose control because at any given moment he may take off to run. And from looking at film, it looks like one of his first priorities is to run. And to be a smart defender, you can't jet out of the box on a 3rd and long because he might run the ball on 3rd and long. So big thing about that is we have to be smart as a defense. And we know this guy's a dynamic guy, and we have to rally to the ball because he can move in space. He may break some tackles, but if we rally as a defense, we should be good. So ultimately, it comes down to what we do. It's he's a great player, the quarterback's a great player, but at the end of the day, it comes down to how fast Cal defense swarms to the ball.
Robert, on another note, in high school you were a tremendously productive player and you had a real serious injury that set you back for quite a while. Now you've had an opportunity to play a key role in the Cal defense after all these years. Do you have a chance to reflect a little bit on how far you've come and how special it is to be able to finally get over the hump and do what you had hoped to do years in advance?
It's extremely special. I appreciate it every day that I get a chance to play because earlier in the past I didn't know if I would have that chance again, and I'm extremely grateful every time I get to step on the field to play this game. You never know how many downs you have left, and in this sport, one play can be your last, and I'm extremely grateful. But I'm not looking in the past. We're playing in the present right now, and despite all the things that happened to me in the past, all the injuries and whatnot, my focus is to work hard now, work hard in the now, and make us better, and me get better as an individual and us as a defense.
Rob, given the schedule ahead, you got this game and then USC both on the road. What could this game mean for your season?
Every game's a big game for a season, and we are focused. This team is focused. It's taking one day at a time, not 2 games in the future, not even Saturday. One practice at a time, one play at a time, and this upcoming game is going to be really big for a season. Like I previously stated, every game is going to be big for a season. But how we're going to win is extreme focus on every practice. Every time we touch the field, we need to focus and we need to execute, and that's even bigger. That's even bigger. How consistently can we focus on the field, whether it be practice or in the game? That's going to be even bigger influence on how our season ends up.
Do you like going into this game as a team, as the decided underdog in terms of national perception?
Honestly, don't. And honestly, really has no influence on my preparation. If the only thing that matters is how we practice. Honestly, I really don't even touch on underdogs or if we're the favorite. The only thing that matters is the 22 players on the field at the time. And once you get on the field, everything's extra. So that that really has no influence on me personally, and I don't think it should have an influence on the actual game itself. It might be a little bit extra motivation for some guys, but I'm self-motivated as an individual, and that really has no influence on me.
Do you have to worry about that or talk to the younger guys to make sure that they don't get caught up in it and they don't get too caught up in the hype?
Definitely. Getting caught up in the hype can be kind of venomous to some guys. Sometimes they can lose focus and not have the right things in mind. Their first priority is to play. The hype is that's all extra. The hoorah Hoorah has never gotten me a tackle. He's never gotten anyone a tackle or a touchdown. You know, so at the end of the day, the only thing that matters is our execution. So that's what you stress is, hey man, you know, be excited, be very excited because it's going to be in a really great atmosphere. But understand what's important, and what's important is the win and our consistency.
In terms of other quarterbacks you faced during your career, who would you compare Braxton Miller to?
He's the most athletic I've seen. Kaepernick is very similar in how dynamic and how good on his feet he was. Kaepernick was he was fast. He was a fast guy. You know, the styles are a little bit different. This guy is a power guy. You know, one hit's not going to take him down. But in terms of how dynamic he is, he reminds me of Kaepernick a little bit.
Coach Tedford was saying that this last week against Southern Utah, there were some times you got good pressure on Sorensen, but you weren't able to wrap him up. Was that a necessary lesson, considering that if you don't wrap up Miller, you know, he can break three for, you know, 60, 80-yard touchdown run? Yeah,
tackling is very important. You know, tackling is very important on anybody, whether it be a quarterback, wide receiver, running back. You know, if you don't tackle, you don't get off the field. And tackling is something that we stress every day. And as defense, we will make that better.
Okay, anything else for Rob? Okay, great. We'll hand out credentials here in just a minute.